Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be customizing this G3 Frankie into Daniela from the Monster High and Cat's Eye collab. I started off with removing her hair and stripping down the body and adding the parts that I needed. So I got rid of her human ears. I did give her just some G1 wolf ears that I already had. I gave her some twirl-eye claw hands, and I started off by cutting off the sculpted bolts on her prosthetic leg. I then went in with epoxy sculpt and filled in the little gear area. You won't be seeing this, but I did want to see how well I could cover it up just for in the future. Since this doll is for myself, I wasn't too worried about flaws, but I wanted to show you guys how I did it. So after the epoxy sculpt was fully dry after 24 hours, I went in with my nail drill and a dust collector and started to sand out any big bumps or any plastic that was still raised. I kind of resculpted her ankle. I was trying to cover up the little indents. If I did this again, I would probably do a layer of epoxy sculpt, sand that down, and then use air dry clay to fill in any ridges that are not super deep, since it's a bit easier to smooth it out. After that, I went in with a higher grit with a nail file that I had, and once I buffed that, I used white gesso to lighten the color a little bit so it would match the rest of the body. But it still had some grainy texture, so I used my buffer after it was completely dry to buff out the imperfections, and that helped. I went in with 10mm curls from Shimmerlock in Bittersweet and rerouted her hair. After I used Fabri-Tac, I prepped her body with a nail buffer. I used gesso to paint a couple layers on the skin, and then I used Titan Mars Pale to paint her skin tone. After that, I sprayed her body with Mr. Super Clear, and I got started on her face. The face was one of my favorite parts. I was very excited because I really like Daniela's makeup and it's very sharp, and I love her eyebrows. Those are the type of eyebrows that I love, like just the straight eyebrows. I probably could have even gone a little bit more dramatic. If you're subscribed to my Patreon, then you already know that I will be making Manon, so we will be continuing this series. I think in between that, I'd like to give her a little bit more blushing on the face. So her eyeshadow is like a brownish gold color, so I built that up, and I decided to give her fangs since she's a wolf. I was kind of surprised they didn't give her fangs. But then I boiled washed her hair to get her curls and gave her some layers. I started on her outfit. I'm actually just using jean fabric from these old jeans that I had that I never wore. And I harvested some purple fabric from this Claudine jacket from the sleeves. I was using the outfit she was actually wearing over the outfit that is on the doll for reference. This is my cat Bloom. She likes to go on my lap when my knees are up. I don't understand how she thinks this is comfortable, but yeah, she just wanted to say hi. So this was a complicated little jacket. I was not sure. I was kind of just going, and it turned out a lot cuter than I thought. For the jeans, I do really like her jeans that she has, but I didn't have like a fabric that was like that grayish black. But if I ever come across it, I'd definitely want to remake her jeans and try to get it more accurate with like the pockets and stuff. But for now, I was just like, oh, I'll just combine her Monster High design and her in real life design. So I painted on some scratch marks and I used glue, sprinkled on some silver glitter. I added some chains to her belt and did her nails, and here she is. I actually struggled taking pictures with her. I forgot that my light could change so it wasn't such a bright white. So the pictures came out very overexposed. So I still like them, but when I do Manon, I'd like to retake some pictures of her. Stay tuned for more Cat's Eye and Monster High dolls.